Alright, the friends, it's Timan. We back with a new video on Jason Blaha, our favorite YouTuber influencer, the gym fitness slave himself, Blaha. So Blaha says this morning, he says sugar addiction is make believe, guru nonsense. Oh, sugar addiction is make believe. It's all nonsense. Me personally, I always thought that all drugs are made from plants, and all plants are drugs. That's why they're addictive. Okay, whatever. Let's review this video.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Thought I would sit down and do a video for you guys and gals, but let me get a sip of my water first. Get my beautiful radio voice going. You hear that? Gotta quench my thirst. All right, people talking about sugar addiction. We're seeing all these keto-tard idiots and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I think ketogenic diets can have some actual therapeutic benefits. Okay, I want to be clear on that. I'm not knocking the therapeutic end in some cases. But
Ketogenic diets. This is stuff that's all man-made. It's all man-made. Okay.
they start with this pseudoscientific nonsense, and a bunch of people out there.
Ketogenic diet most likely leads to some sort of marketing thing that they're marketing towards you, for sure.
Bunch of people out there.
I'll tell you this, man. If it ain't painful, then it's marketable. But if it's painful, it is not marketable. So regeneration is kind of uncomfortable, I would say. Maybe painful too, and uncomfortable. Therefore, it's not marketable. It's not marketable, regeneration. Now, what was I going to say? Yeah, that's why when people go to the gym and they work out, they seek pleasure in the gym. They seek the pump. They're like, it's like having, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I go to the gym and I get the pump. It feels like I'm coming. I'm having sex. I'm coming. I'm getting the pump every time I go to the gym. If you are going to a gym and you're getting pumped, man, that's not associated with muscle regeneration. So that's associated with the pump. You understand me? Because tearing down muscles is not pleasurable. It's uncomfortable. The whole process is uncomfortable. Even the day after, you'll be sitting there in pain while your body is repairing and remodeling, while it's regenerating. And so, yeah, I can't see that. I just don't understand that. But these guys, they get the pump and they don't get no pain the next day. They don't even have pain the same day. They don't even feel sore the same day. They don't feel nothing that day. They feel happy and glorious, and then they run out the street. Right now, I'm chronically lifting because I'm conditioning myself. I don't feel sore after my workout. I don't feel sore after my workout. I don't feel sore during my workout. I don't feel sore the day after my workout. I don't feel anything. Now, I'm not really getting a pump because I'm on a carnivore diet. I'm not eating carbohydrates, which is something your body should not be eating anyway. But yeah, I feel really good in the gym. I don't know, just yeah, kind of euphoria. I guess that's why people are going there, for the addiction of the euphoria. The whole, it feels good, it's fun to get pumped up and all that, whatever the hell they're doing there. But that's not what gyms are really for. But anyways, okay, let's review this.
Sugar addiction. They're acting like it's real. And here's the thing, you get people who are like, but I saw
Sugar, they're acting as if this is real. It is real. It's real. It's real.
all these studies. I can't quit eating sugar. And I saw these studies on rats showing sugar. Really? Sugar.
Yes, sugar.
Sugar. The slang term sugar? Because you're telling me there's
Yes, sugar.
a study done on sugar. Because last
Yeah, they did a study on sugar, like cocaine, like a bunch of other studies. What about them?
time I checked, it's kind of strange when supposed nutrition research uses layman's terms. Do you mean sucrose? I hope you mean sucrose. Because people love to say the word sugar.
Sugar, yeah. Sugar, dextrose, sucrose, fructose. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, yes. It's sugar, yes.
Sugar is an all-inclusive thing when they're talking about a handful of refined sugars. They usually mean sucrose or high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, okay, what about it?
Of course, then you have the clowns who try to act like one is worse than the other, as if they're not interchangeable. They're pretty much interchangeable.
Yeah, but you know what they found out in a study? That your body doesn't, how should I put it? When it goes down in the hatch, it doesn't see it any differently than one or the other when it goes in there. But then they're going to tell you that fructose causes more damage than sucrose in your body. Fructose causes more damage. Well, why does it cause more damage? Because the makeup, maybe the makeup of it is different than sucrose. I don't know. I just know that they've done studies on it, and it causes a lot of problems like mitochondrial dysfunction. It messes up your, I don't know, your stem cells and a whole bunch of stuff. It makes you dysfunctional, and it ages you, and it just does a lot more than that, and DNA damage and whatever else.
I'm aware there's a slight mathematical difference, but it's pretty minuscule in the grand scheme of things. Like, come on. You're not consuming significant amounts of either one if you care about your health, particularly on a regular basis.
Here's the thing. Which one's more addictive, sucrose or fructose? You eat a bunch of fruit, right? They taste sweet. You eat them, okay. But I've seen people eat fruit, and the next thing you know, they want to eat like fucking ice cream, this, that. They want sucrose. Or stuff that's incorporated, sucrose incorporated in them, not fructose. Why is that? Maybe refined sugar, sucrose is more addictive than fructose?
So let's just drop that nonsense.
But McDonald's uses a lot of fructose in their pops. Why is that? Maybe because it's a lot cheaper. I don't know. It's made from corn syrup. It's cheaper. That's the reason. Yeah.
All right. Sugar. So let's assume sucrose. They mean sucrose. But people aren't addicted to that. And I will prove it to you. What people who have binge eating issues have a problem with is hyperpalatable, calorie-dense foods, which are usually high in fat.
Hyperpalatable. I like that one. Hyperpalatable fats. You think wheat is fat? Wheat is fat. It's fattening. Okay. He's not talking about animal fat, that's for sure.
95% of the foods that we overeat are high in fat. Half of
Name some of these.
them are sweet, half of them are not. Why?
Watch him name fat, but not one of the fats will be animal fat. See what I mean? Watch this. Because this guy's such a vegan dork.
Because which taste buds get hit? Okay, what are your three really sensitive taste buds that you have? The real deal. Fatty, salty, sweet. Hyperpalatable means you have something that exerts a strong effect on two of those three.
Your body has a need for animal fat, and so it will crave that, definitely, because it'll crave meat and animal fat, nutrients. Okay.
It's easy to eat, high flavor. You get a significant response there. But you see where we're going? People are saying, well, you get a dopamine response, but that's not from the sugar, is it? It's really from the fat combined with one of the other two. Okay, that's what hyperpalatable is.
Yeah, I don't get any of that response from animal fat, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
And to be calorie dense. Give you examples. I will name foods down the road that people overconsume. Chips. Any type, American.
Okay, chips. Is that animal fat? No. He's going to tell you chips are fat. But I've never seen people get fat from potatoes. You know, you can absorb a lot of it as glycogen. I don't know. Can you get fat from potatoes? It's a root. Ah, the sugar that's in it, right? The sucrose that's in it. It's not refined, right? So, okay.
Chips. What you Brits call crisp. Right? Chips, that's real high on any sort of chips. They're those sweet. Pizza!
So they convert to sugar in your body. The chips will convert to sugar. Is that it? Okay.
Is that sweet?
He says pizza. Again, he hasn't named animal fat. So he says pizza made from wheat. It's made from wheat. Okay. It converts to sugar in your body, right? When you eat it. Okay.
So you went with both of those. They're fatty and they're salty. How about cheese? It's cheese in general. Okay. Then we get to the
Oh, he named one animal food, cheese. Cheese. Okay, what about cheese? What's in it? Cholesterol? There's cholesterol in milk. Yeah, okay. What about it?
other stuff. Then we get to cake, ice cream, treats, things like that, candy.
Cake, ice cream, and treats. They're all made from plants. Okay, great. All this shit, the sugar and everything, is all made from plants.
They're all high in fat and refined sugars concurrently.
They're all high in fat and sugars. Well, you can't really see it in the pizza, can you? It converts to sugar in your body. Yeah, okay.
But the calorie density usually comes from the fat. This
Well, that's what's making you fat. If there's fat in that food, and then the food itself converts to sugar, the sugar increases insulin. If you're insulin resistant, and then the fat will convert in will store as fat in your body. Yeah, okay.
what people are overeating. They're not overeating straight sugar. Granted, sugary drinks can contribute. Okay, granted, soda.
Okay, I will have to agree with them. If there's fat in those foods and the food converts to sugar, then it's not the sugar that turns into fat, it's the fat that is stored as fat. Yeah, because you're insulin resistant or resistant now, yes. Okay.
You know, sodas of different types. You know, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whatever. We don't need to discriminate, pick out any brand. Let's just call all of them. Right, we can go down the road.
Okay, yes.
They're all the same. Basically, it's, again, high fructose corn syrup. But they're a little salty. They add a little extra sodium sometimes.
Okay.
Right? But they don't have the same calorie density the other stuff has. They're up there, but you're not going to get the same overfeed. In other words, you can eat a hell of a lot more calories from ice cream or pizza or potato chips than you can from a whole giant bottle, 2 liter of soda, right?
Right.
Because you get full on it. It's too much liquid. It's not calorie dense enough for people to really overeat. And I'm not saying it's good, because it's not. But that's not what people are doing. It's the fatty food.
Yes, okay, Blaha.
That are either really salty, so that's savory, or then they're treats, the treat junk food. High in fat, high in refined sugars concurrently. But it doesn't have to have any sugar. It doesn't even have to have carbs. People will overeat cheese. But there's your whole situation. This is what creates it. This is a hyperpalatability that people overconsume. So even if people are going to talk about, well, this is a study in rats, but that same response doesn't happen in humans to the sucrose. We metabolize carbs and all sorts of things vastly differently than rodents. That's why we do not carry over rodent studies on any sort of carbohydrate metabolism to humans, because it ends badly. We've come up with a lot of really bad conclusions that way. Numerous times. So, you want proof. I will prove to you that anyone who says you're addicted to sugar is not. You clearly don't know what an addiction is. If you've never been around an addict, it's blaringly obvious. Because you're going to claim you're addicted to a substance, not a category. Like, you know, let's say you have a personal food addiction to pizza or ice cream.
Yeah, your addiction, man. The way they make these foods out of plants and they put sugar in them. But yeah, people are, your brain, your body's, you're addicted to the sugar. You are addicted to sugar. You're addicted to those foods, especially the way they're made up. You don't want to just drink straight sugar. You want to be eating it. Yeah, okay.
Because of some trauma and other stuff, right? These fall into that other category. Hyperpalatable, calorie-dense foods that we bench on. You're not addicted to sugar as a substance, or even the sucrose. Let's call it sucrose. Because I believe.
So people are not addicted to cocaine as the substance? They're not addicted to marijuana as the substance? Or opium? Or any of these drugs? Or downers, uppers, or whatever, or pills? They're not addicted to them? Okay. So if I eat sugar, like regular sugar, like plain sugar. I'm not addicted to it if I want to keep eating it, if that's all I know. I'm not talking about it being incorporated in all these weird man made foods. I'm saying that if I didn't have them and I just had sugar, I wouldn't be addicted to it. Well, they did a test. They put cocaine in one and sugar in the other, and these rats, they weren't even interested in the cocaine. They were interested in the sugar. They were more interested in sugar than cocaine. That was the test. That was the test.
That's what was used in those rodent studies. Let's stick to the same thing, also known as table sugar.
If it's not addictive, then why does the food industry incorporate a lot of sugar in these foods? They dump more sugar than is necessary in these man-made foods because they know it's highly addictive. If it wasn't addictive, then they wouldn't put it in there. So look, if they did make all these foods and they didn't incorporate sugar in them, would it be addictive to you? Well, what are you tasting when you eat it? Sweet. You're tasting sweetness and everything. Even the Chinese know this. They put honey, they put sweet stuff in their food. They mix sugar in their food. When they cook, these restaurants, they cook with sugar. They throw sugar in there. It's to addict you. And it adds as a filler too. It adds as a filler, it addicts you, it gets you to keep coming back for more. Because you're seeking out, you're looking for that place. Where's that beautiful taste? They stick it just about in everything these days. Watch out. Yeah. Even on your chicken, when they put those sauces, or on your beef, they swipe your beef and your chicken, it kind of tastes sweet, the skin, because they covered it with something sweet, sugar.
That is what table sugar's chemical name is. Sucrose. It's 50% fructose, 50% glucose molecule bound together. All right.
That shit's in everything these days. Everything, and I mean everything.
Very simple bond.
And it's really hard to kick that addiction. It's really, really, really hard. Once you are familiar with something like sugar, you're a recurring addict. Even if you do go, try to go off this sugar, whatever addiction, you'll be a recurring addict the rest of your life. You'll falter. You'll binge sometimes too, and then you'll be fine again, and then you'll binge again. It just is that way. It's like a recurring alcoholic.
You're not addicted to it. I can prove it. Take a bowl of it and put it in front of you.
You're addicted to it. You're addicted.
Eat a meal so that you're not starving, right? Now, if you haven't eaten, you're 24 hours into a fast, okay? Take that bowl of dry sugar, put a spoon there, and see if you will eat the whole thing with no prompting. Just spoon the whole thing down and put that bowl out every day. And if you empty that bowl with no prompting, and you only note and you leave it out all the time, and you don't let yourself starve and get ravenous, so you're not just hungry and willing to eat anything, including a piece of leather, if you're hungry enough.
Well, that's why the food industry, they don't sell it to you in just bowls of sugar. They incorporate it in just about everything. They make sure you put it in your coffee, your drinks, your food, everything. That's why they dump it in there, because they know you as a human wouldn't eat it in a bowl, plainly in a bowl, just being in front of you. See what I mean? Man.
You won't do it. You'll get sick of it. Most people will not be able to get through the whole bowl. They'll get sick of it. Even if they can pull it off, they can force themselves to do it.
But people would do it. They could do it. When I was a kid, I used to eat those square little sugar cubes that they used to put in coffee. They melt in your mouth. They're really good. But but the industry is smart. They know that isn't enough. It needs some substance, so they put it in these foods. Yeah. Because they taste like shit, and with the sugar, it makes it nice and sweet and tasty.
Not an addict. How many days in a row are you going to do it? An addict will do it every day. An addict will finish that bowl off every day and go looking for more. They'll go looking for more sugar.
I don't know. It depends on the human being. I don't know if I'd eat a bowl of sugar. Some people out there would. Maybe if that's all they had, they would eat that, right? If that's all they were introduced to. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Yeah.
And no, they're not going to look for, oh yeah, I need to.
If you put cocaine in front of me, I don't want it. But there are people that want cocaine, right? You could put a bowl of cocaine in front of what, 100,000 people, and how many of those 100,000 people would be addicted to the cocaine? See what I mean? The question itself is ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know. Have you put a bowl of sugar in front of each and every human being to see which one would eat it? I'm pretty sure as children, out of 100,000, there will be quite a few that would eat it. Now, there will be quite a few that probably, most likely, will not eat it. See what I mean? Look, they sell marijuana just about in every shop down the street where I live. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to go there and smoke marijuana. So out of how many people in the city will smoke marijuana? Well, the government's not stupid. They know not everybody is going to smoke marijuana. They're just marketing to those that will get addicted and smoke it. See what I mean? They're looking for a market share. They're looking for market shares. But they know that they can addict you with these foods by putting sugar in them, incorporating them in them, because you're eating them constantly. Because the problem is the food itself, plants, taste like shit. So when they incorporate the sugar, it makes it taste better. That's about it. So you're eating for taste.
Have it mixed with a milkshake. Now,
Are you eating for addiction, or are you eating for taste? The population. Does that mean they're addicted? They can be. They're addicted to these foods now. See, incorporated with sugar. I don't know. It's complicated.
oh, they'll go straight the pure raw sugar. Maybe they'll mix it with a little water if they need to chug it down faster. Okay, that is an addiction. You're not addicted to sugar. Nobody is. It's nonsense.
Okay, so do we all have a food addiction? We're addicted to these foods with sugar in them.
Okay. Nobody's sucking anyone off in alleyways for sugar. Right? It's complete nonsense. But how many gurus tell you, oh, you're addicted to sugar? Anyone who tells you that,
Again, I just told you out of a experiment how many people are addicted to cocaine. Here's the thing. He says a bowl of sugar. Okay, you put a bowl of sugar in front of somebody. Are you telling me that are you telling me they put a bowl in front of people that have never tried sugar before? That have never eaten it, so they can't get addicted to it because they didn't put it in their mouth? Okay, how many, let's say each and every one of those people out of 100,000 put a spoonful of sugar in their mouth. Which ones will get addicted to it and will eat it, and which ones will not eat it? See what I mean? Once you get a taste of something that is addictive, which ones will eat it, which ones won't? He just says you put a bowl in front of somebody, let's see you finish that bowl of sugar. Again, if you've never eaten sugar before, how could you be addicted to something you've never tried? You have to try it first to get addicted. How do you think the drug dealer gets you addicted? He gives you free samples. Here, try this. Once he's got you hooked, you're addicted. So Blaha's this whole theory and everything, it's obscure. It's bullshit. He's full of shit.
they're a con artist. They're a con artist. They're a
He's con artist. He's stupid. Here's the thing. If I've never done exercise in my life, I've never gone to a gym or exercise, how could I be addicted to something I've never tried? Okay, then they give you free passes in the street, right? They try to get you to try to lure you in. Come and exercise. Come to the gym, lift weights. You have to lift weights. It's a business. So once they get you in there and you see everybody else, it's a group thing too. That's another thing. It's a group thing. Everybody else is doing, I should be doing it too. So you go in there and they get you addicted to lifting these weights, exercising and all that. They get you addicted to it because you never tried it before. So they have to give you a sample of it.
militant run. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today.
Yes, thank God. That's why Blaha is flawed. He doesn't understand anything. He's trying to he's recruiting lifting slaves. He's trying to get you addicted by recruiting you as a gym lifting slave, bro. Get it? Powerlifting, now bodybuilding, naked bodies, and all that. How does he do that? How does he do that? By hammering you with these videos, trying to get you in on it. The problem is he can't give you a pass, a free pass to join. So he tries to use this media to try to suck you in. He's crazy, man. Like I said, if you've never tried going to a gym before, if you've never gone to a gym, how the fuck could you be addicted to something you never tried before? See what I mean? They have to make you try it to get you addicted, just like that anti-aging guy, Brian Johnson. He's introducing these products and giving it to these people, and they're sampling it. They're going, "Oh, this tastes good, delicious, yummy, yummy, yummy. Ooh, yeah." So the whole point is to give out samples to get you addicted. That's how they suck you in. They lure you in. They give you a little bit, and then they enslave you to these things. That's how they enslave you. He's a slave, bro. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends. Tell us what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See you in the next one. Ciao. This is ridiculous.